ha, hoo ha, hoo ha. Peace to your family. It's me, Clockson. And as you can see, I'm full of energy, supercharged, as you would say. And I just came back from watching one of the greatest animated movies of all time. I just finished watching Dragon Ball Super Superheroes. Okay, y'all. So I want to give y'all a quick review, spoiler free, because I still want y'all to watch it. I ain't gonna tell y'all everything about the movie, but I just want y'all to know it was amazing. Like one thing that stood out to me was the music. Like I just music was But anyway, y'all, basically this movie is the redemption of Gohan. I swear, y'all not gonna spoil nothing, but like this movie is really focused on Gohan and Piccolo. And if y'all watch the trailer, you know that there's these androids who are coming around to basically try and reap the revenge of all the things that Goku did back in the day. So if y'all watch Dragon Ball, you know that Goku was doing ham on the Red Ribbon Army. Like he was taking on all their bases, basically stopping all the plans they had, right? And so I'm not gonna spoil it, but like basically one of the members of the organization chose to like revitalize the whole image of the Red Ribbon Army. So they coming back again, and they got these super strong androids that are so OP broken powerful. They are, fighting the Earth's heroes, but as we know from the previous movie, Goku and Vegeta are training. They're training and they're practicing to get stronger. And if you guys saw the trailer, you know Broly's in the movie. So this is not a spoiler, but just to let y'all know ahead of time, it's not anything crazy. It's not anything huge. So drop your expectations when it comes to that. Don't think that Broly's gonna show up and just wipe out the androids. No, it's a very small portion of Broly being in the movie specifically. Goku and Vegeta have more showtime than Broly. And and that doesn't really make too much sense because of how it's working. Like Goku and Vegeta just train them, but like Broly does not have any type of limelight in this movie. This movie is focused on Gohan. This is a Gohan and a Piccolo movie because Piccolo's always next to Gohan. He's basically his father figure. This is mainly a Gohan and Piccolo movie. All right, y'all. So I really want y'all to focus on that. Goku is obviously in the movie because he has to be. It's Goku, and it's the stupid stuff at the end. That I swear to y'all, it made me cringe at the end. Me specifically because of how I am, not because of anything that makes the movie cringy at all. The movie is far from cringy, nothing cringy. But me specifically, my brother's gonna get on me about this, and it's like I'm not even gonna let him live it down because it's fake. It's cat. It's 100% cat. I'm not gonna spoil it, but the ending of this movie after the credits is cat. I don't care what nobody says. Okay, total cat. But it was amazing. Music top tier, damn near the best music I've ever heard in Dragon Ball Z movie. Like they put their time into this. So the music is number one. Number two, the animation. I had some very low expectations for this movie, animation wise, because I don't normally like when they do 3D with movies, especially with animated movies. I like for them to just do complete 2D and just do maxed out 2D. But with this movie, they really blended the 3D with the 2D so well. I actually liked it. The characters looked flushed out. The colors were great. When they would transform, everything would match up. So they had a perfect 2D and they had a 3D. Let me take these off. Sorry, I'm just filled with so much energy. But as y'all can see, when you see the trailer, you can kind of tell that it's still exaggerated. They still have like the art lines and stuff. So it's still 2D, but they add 3D for the base model. So nobody's proportions necessarily change too drastically. Like when they're standing there and then when they punch, it's not like, in the 2D ones, like their arm might be small and then big for a few seconds or for a few frames. And when they punch, like that's not there. Most of the characters' physical bodies are around the same size and they're punching. So it makes things look more uniform. And if y'all know how, like, when y'all watch Naruto, how they be scrapping in there, the fight scenes in here is more similar to that. Like there's a scene where Goku and Vegeta are scrapping, right? And like they are just scrapping. They're not doing nothing crazy like Super Saiyan stuff, but they're just scrapping. It's like, whoa, you don't really see this type of stuff as often in Dragon Ball Z. Like you see it, but like they stretch these scenes longer than they usually do with just a straight up hand to hand scraps. And it's like I like that. And then plus, accompanied with the music and the 3D, like you see everything and the way the camera spins. It's like they really put their time into the small things, which is what they really do. And I like the way they do it because in this movie, a lot of the reasons of why the Red Ribbon Army is doing what they're doing and why these androids are so powerful and they're going against the the heroes of the world is from the perspective of the public, which is amazing because we rarely ever get into the perspective of the public and how they view things. So publicly speaking, um, Hercule is the strongest person on earth. All right, y'all. So y'all know that. So in this movie, there's gonna be times where um, the certain characters in the movie refer to certain people based on the public perception of them, right? So no one knows Goku's the strongest. Nobody knows that. Everybody thinks Hercule is the strongest, right? So when they talk about the backgrounds of people, it's so funny because as the fans, we know what's going on, but as the other characters who don't know what's going on, they say things based off of their perspective. So it's just so funny, and it builds the story so well because realistically thinking, nobody knows what happened. Nobody knows that Goku was there and Goku was the strongest, and that he's saving the world. Everybody thinks that Hercule did that because he's a public speaker and he's the world's hero. So it's just so funny to see that, and it's like, basically the perspective of the movie is basically from the public, and they look at our heroes as the bad guys. So it's just like a double-edged sword. It's so cool. I love how they do it. The heroes, by the way, the Red Ribbon Army people who look like superheroes, which is why the movie's called Dragon Ball Superhero, because these guys are supposed to be superheroes to save the planet from Gohan and them, because they're the bad guys, right? Not to spoil anything, but like that's basically why they're called superheroes, because the Red Ribbon Army is basically changing their look to be heroes of the world. So it's just funny how they do it, right? And so that's basically what's going down, and that's how the fight started. The first fight, amazing. Okay, some people say that there was more talking in this movie than fighting, but I actually liked it because my small complaint in the Broly movie that it was so much fighting. There was rarely any time for any real story development, except for Broly's here. It was heavy Broly. Broly's here. Broly didn't have a good childhood. Broly hates Saiyans. Broly. Okay, basically it. Huge fight because of Broly, and then that's it. There's really no huge story development. In this movie, they had slightly less fights, and don't get me wrong, it's a Dragon Ball Z movie, so of course it's gonna have fights. But it was slightly less fights and more story development. So some of the small things that we rarely ever touched on in like the history of Dragon Ball got explained and broken down in this movie. Like little things like Goten and Gohan. I'm not gonna spoil nothing. So, but Goten and Gohan, Pan, little things, Bulma, okay? Just small stuff that we kind of knew or thought about, but they never really got answered. In this movie, those things get fleshed out a little more, okay? And so if y'all, and this is really gonna be a treat for the old school fans who watch Dragon Ball Z and know about the little stuff with Piccolo and Gohan and stuff. It's just so rewarding to the old school fans, you know? They do a super small recap, but if you're not caught up with the most recent stuff, especially the last movie, which is Broly, you're not gonna really know too much of why this movie is what it is. You can be like, why isn't Goku in the movie and all that stuff. So definitely watch Broly before you watch this, okay? Definitely watch Broly before you watch this. And I also suggest watching Dragon Ball Super so everything can have some type of meaning to you, okay? But that's basically it, y'all. The movie was a 10 out of 10. It's my rating, 10 out of 10 for the movie. Definitely go watch it as soon as possible. Download the entire soundtrack to this movie. That's what I'm going to recommend, y'all. Download the soundtrack to this movie because, once again, listen to this. Y'all go watch the movie. Thank y'all for watching. This is my official review for the Dragon Ball superhero movie. 10 out of 10, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Oh, the ending, okay? The ending transformation, because y'all know these movies, come on, we're not idiots. The transformations in this movie, amazing. Not gonna spoil it. Amazing. That's all I'm gonna say. Top tier. It's funny the way they did because I'm not gonna say they weren't creative. They're very creative, but it's just funny how they end up doing it. It's almost like they had to make sure the fans were happy. This movie was, that's my one complaint I will say. Even though it was a 10 out of 10, I will say this. They focused a little bit too much on making sure the fans were happy, especially towards the fourth quarter. I'll say the first. If we break the movie up into 4 quarters, right? The fourth quarter was definitely made to make the fans happy. And my only complaint will be the after credits and then the final transformation of the movie. It was amazing, but at the same time, I like new things too. You don't always have to do things that I remember just to make me like. Sometimes something completely new is good. So without spoiling, I'll say that. So those are my two only issues. The last transformation being something that was creative, I guess, but not necessarily. And then the ending credit, which is complete cap. 100% cap. Don't believe it. It's cap. Okay? But yeah, that's about it, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. clocks in out. That's my review of Dragon Ball Super Superhero.